from all these three theaters, I think the easiest way to categorize, and by that I mean not all-encompassing impacts, but for example, from the European theater, clearly the impact has been on our defense planning, because Russia has been an important defense partner, defense supplier, and we are still dependent on Russian platforms and parts. So that has definitely been impacted, and we have several examples of that. From the Middle East, the issue and the impact has been on our energy security. And we've seen a direct impact of that in terms of inflation, in terms of challenges with LPG, which is cooking gas and things like that. From the East Asian theater, which is slightly diffused, may happen in the future, but there I think the challenge is more diplomatic currently. When the conflict actually takes place, then it will be very different. But presently it's diplomatic because it puts India in an odd spot on its position vis-a-vis Taiwan and in its relationship with China. And therefore India has to kind of balance it out. So I think those are the three direct impacts of the three theaters. But overall, these three theaters, whether existing as hot conflicts or as potential conflicts, makes the world quite challenging from India's perspective, especially as a growing economy, as an economy that's dependent on other regions for energy security, as a country that's dependent on defense platforms. And while we try to sort of resolve some of these issues, for example, by diversifying the sources of it, but diversification is good, it's expedient, but it's also not very easy. So it takes a lot of energy. I think partnerships in the middle are what we are seeing, but I don't also want to give the impression that that is the most ideal way of living in this world as states. I think that is something that you must do, you have to do, but it's not ideal. Partnerships in the middle always have an upper limit. So even now, if you look at the kind of conversations we are having between middle powers, whether it's India and Canada, India, Australia, India, Japan, India, South Korea, these are very specific niche conversations, and they have a limit to which they can be exploited, to which they can benefit India. And I think especially for India's perspective, I think there's another challenge, which is that partnerships in the middle don't always assure that you are the most trusted partner. And when you look at certain sectors, especially, for example, defense technologies, a partnership in the middle may not give you the kind of access that other relationships, which are not in the middle, which are on either side, will give you. For example, if you look at the kind of relationship Japan has with Australia, or the AUKUS system, AUKUS alliance, these are not partnerships in the middle, so to speak. So they get access. And from India's perspective, therefore, partnerships in the middle are only good to a certain extent.